Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the third of the 4 highlight videos for this season. And in this one there's going to be 3 boss fights. I actually took all 6 of the last bosses in the second half of the season. Even so, I ended up taking 6 overall, didn't take any in the first half. And yeah, this war has a Mojo boss with the full Ghost Trinity. And because I needed the HUD synergy as well as Wasp for that fight, it did lead to some slightly awkward matchups in this war, like this Iron Man matchup here. So you see, just keep throwing these special 2s, he's healing back up, and we are getting him down, but just not nearly as quickly as I'd like. There, I throw a special 2 into nothing, but thankfully he dashes in. And yeah, this is just a really awkward fight, but it is also a great showcase of just how powerful Ghost with Power Boost can be. And yeah, the second fight from this war against X+K9 is going to be the Mojo boss. We do of course have the Hazard Shift link active in this matchup, which is pretty much necessary for this Ghost matchup to work. And the plan is just get up to my special 2 and start cycling them with the Power Boost and Hazard Shift. So the first one we get 3 Furies as well as an extra Cruelty from the combo before, so it does a huge amount of damage. Second one we have 1 Fury, brings us just below a special 2. 4 combo into the third one, and yeah, that is a Mojo boss down in less than 30 seconds. If you can use Ghost for that fight, Hazard Shift Link and get the full Trinity, she is absolutely the quickest option for it. And probably the safest, to be honest. So the next war was against MIBR. So this is in the Alliance Rematch twice last season. We won once and lost once. But this season they have been playing much stronger overall. So it was actually a pretty close war, and I am boosting really heavily here. So this is a Node 25 Spider Ham, and this is just like classic Ghost fight. I was actually relatively worried about this one going in, but it ended up being pretty safe. And yeah, this war was for the most part just fairly standard Ghost fights, just build up to the special 2 and then chain 2 of them together using power boosts. Got this Mcoc on M-Flow Intercept, which, to be fair, I don't really understand why he's here. Don't think this is nearly that difficult of a node for him compared to something like node 54. But yeah, Ghost just absolutely destroys this fight. Then we've also got the Mysterio after, and this is going to be a relatively similar fight to the previous 2. It's just going to be pretty quick. Get up to the special 2s and chain them. Now in this fight, because Mysterio has a smaller health pool than Mcoc, we did actually get fairly close to the special 3 and ended up throwing the special 2 and not the best timing, but yeah, it all worked out fine. Now we've got Domino, so this is the Limber mini boss, also has brute force associated with it and the best defense. So Ghost versus Domino tends to be a pretty solid matchup overall, but you do still have to keep in mind that your phase can fail. And you're going to see a lot of that happening in this fight. There, get 2 phase fails in a row. We also had it fail on the previous time. And I am mostly just going to be block baiting heavies and stuff in this matchup. I'm not too worried about any chip damage. Thankfully the phase on the special 2 does not fail, so we do get the full damage there. And it also does not fail on the second special 2. And yeah, that's pretty standard Ghost fight again. Got relatively lucky on the special 2 phases not failing. And now we have got another Mojo boss. Again with the Ghost Trinity. Now here he triggers the dash back prompt, which is pretty much unavoidable, and then I get parried. So it's not as good a start as the previous one. but his anti-life field expires and the next prompt is relatively avoidable. Now I noticed I did not get that much power back here, and this is because I believe I only had a 150% power boost rather than a 200. But yeah, it all worked out fine, and it's another 30-second boss fight where he didn't even get a chance to throw a single special. And now the third war for this week of wars was actually a rematch against Agent Graphite, so I pretty much always seem to die to this alliance. I actually died to them in War 2 of this season. That was to a Weapon X on Nave 49. But yeah, this war was actually a bit of a change. There was no ghost this war, and I was actually bringing in Corvus for the first time since I believe Season 25. And I am actually going to be taking the boss with him in this war. But the first fight up is going to be this Doom fight, and this is against a Power Snack Professor X. And this is overall a pretty chaotic fight when it comes to Professor X's power gain, because he's got the Power Snack power gain, he's got the power gain from the Untouchables Global, he's also got the reduced power from specials while in mind control, and then he's also locking my power, and on top of that he's also got the miss mechanic that I need to keep watching out for. So you see there, he actually threw off his special 2 and basically didn't go down in power because Power Snack was also triggered along with it. And yeah, now he gets to his special 3. Now I did expect this to happen in the fight, so I did use an invulnerability boost thankfully. But yeah, it's just a very chaotic start to this matchup. Here we do finally get our special 3 off. And we did also have Power Snack on cooldown, so the Fury actually stuck in this fight, which is going to be pretty nice in terms of increasing my damage output. But yeah, his Fault is nearly back off cooldown again, triggering Power Snack, and his power's just not going down. So he threw a special 1, and by the end of the special 1, he's basically got the same amount of power again because of Untouchables and Power Snack. Here I just opt to go for the special 3 rather than bother baiting out the special, because if I did Dex while trying to bait the special 2, he would have gone to another special 3. And I just didn't really want to sit through another special 3 animation, even though I did have the invulnerability, so it wouldn't have mattered. Now we're just going to go for a Doom combo, draining back below 2 bars of power. Go for the special 2, his Faulted doesn't trigger mid-special, and he does go down. So it's a pretty clean fight overall there. It's about as good as you can really expect that one to go. And next up is going to be a few of the Corvus fights in this war. So in section 1 I did manage to get 2 charges from a Black Widow Deadly Origin on the Masochism node. And now we're going to be using Corvus for this Nimrod on Encroaching Stun. So the reason that Nimrod is placed here is probably because of stuff like this special lock, but yeah, Corvus just doesn't care about any of that. Finishes on full yellow bar and a couple of combos. And yeah, this is why you don't allow a Corvus to ramp up early on in the map with something like a Black Widow, because you can just see how he completely ignores anything going on in the fight. Because we had the evade charge against Black Widow, we also have True Strike here, so we don't even need to worry about that. And yeah, that is a Spike Domino dead in 20 seconds. And now we're moving on to the final fight of the war, and this is against a terrax boss. And this is a real showcase of just how powerful a Corvus ramped up is. So mine is at 4 charges at this point. And this war was actually the closest war that we have ever had as an alliance. It actually finished 4-4 and came down to tiebreak. They have 57 seconds to take out their last fight, and it took them about 2 minutes. So we ended up winning this war by about a minute on the tiebreaker. and matchups like this really did help to decrease our time. So you see, we are taking a lot of rock field damage and stuff like that, but yeah, 200% Cosmic Boost just chaining these special 2s, and yeah, he's going to go down in the next special 2. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next war video.